Sup guys, it's Rifftic, and this is everything you need to know about Frigg in PvP. In this video, we're going to be going over Frigg's role in PvP, her abilities and when to use them, the best team comps for Frigg, and also the best relics to run. And at the end of the video, I'm going to include some high rank gameplay along with some commentary, just to show you guys what exactly it looks like to play Frigg in PvP. So let's get right into it. First things first, Frigg. Who is she? Like, what is her role? She brings a lot of damage and a lot of CC to the table. I would say she's like a main DPS type for PvP. And her playstyle is extremely aggressive. The meta has really shifted from the last season where it was a lot of kiting, a lot of nemesis back and forth, just like poking each other. It is completely changed now. It's very fast paced, very aggressive, and very fun. So I'd highly recommend you guys check this out. In terms of abilities, I'm going to keep this part pretty short. Her main ability, she does this giant slash around her. It knocks up enemies, and then this giant pool on the ground basically allows you to infinite dash. It also increases frost damage in PvP, so when I get into team comps, you're going to notice a lot of ice characters are mentioned. But yeah, also increases shatter as well, so frost damage and shatter. So next, her discharge. I'll just build it up really quickly to show you guys. Basically looks like this. You dash forward and then giant slash, and that's it. The key thing for this is that the dash part, while you're dashing, it actually does this thing. It calls it temporarily controlling opponents. So this is different from stun or knock up or any other type of CC. Controlling, it basically means they can't do anything. So as long as you're in range and you use your discharge, it's going to hit them. They are like frozen in time. They can't move. Even if they have like hit stun immunity or like CC immunity, it still freezes them. Like, there's no counterplay to this. It's really powerful. The only like catch is that the range is a little bit short. It's probably like here to that building, I would say. But it's very powerful, it's very good, and it combos really nicely into the skill, because the discharge after the slash, it knocks them up, which is a perfect opportunity to skill and then knock them up again, and then you can go into your dodge attacks or switch to another character. So her abilities, very powerful, very good. One other thing I wanted to mention was her ice resonance. This increases frost attack by 15%. This is available in PvP. So if you run another frost character with her, like Marshal or like Tsubasa or Coco, you will get that buff, so it's very nice. Next thing I want to go into was team comps. So the big two meta comps currently at a high level are Frigg, Marshal, Nemesis, or Frigg, Marshal, and Coco. These two can be switched out pretty like freely, and they both do very, very well. These are like top of like my server Solaris, or not even my server, top of the like ladder currently. These two comps are being run like the most, I would say. I've also seen like a Frigg, Marshal, and then also Crow. So if you want to still use Crow, you can use that. It's a little bit harder to play Crow now because of Frigg's ability where she gets the infinite dodges. A good player will just dodge away from you and weave in attacks. So you're gonna have to like work a little bit with Crow, but that is still an option. He's still very good with his damage. Also, I saw Tsubasa like maybe once or twice. It didn't work that well, to be honest, but she is an ice character, so possibly if you switched her out for this third option and did like a Frigg, Marshal, Tsubasa, that could work as well. And now one character that I haven't gotten the chance to test myself is Huma. And this is a shame because she does have some good CC, some good knockups, so she could be an alternative third slot or a substitute for Marshal. Now, I haven't tested this yet, so you might want to test it, or you could wait, because I will have a Huma video coming out soon, and I will have tested with Frigg by then. So you can wait for that video, and I'll go in depth on Huma. But yeah, that's kind of it for comps. The rest of these characters aren't really touched for the most part. Maybe NA, like if you had like just more CC. I'm just like thinking through like possibilities with stuns, but for the most part, those two big comps are like the Frigg, Marshal, Nemesis, Frigg, Marshal, Coco. Those two comps. Next, Relics. So there's 3 relics that I want to recommend here, and that is big surprise magnetic pulse to top them off. I say this in every video. It's very powerful. Immune to CC, or specifically hit stun, for 5 seconds. It's very good, especially if you're a newer player. I'd highly recommend learning how to use this. Now, one thing I did want to mention here, not a lot of people know this, but it does not give you immunity to shield break stuns. So shield breaks will always stun you no matter what. There's nothing that can counter it. That's just what happens. So if you're wondering like, yo, why am I stunned? It's because someone broke your shield. So that's just all I wanted to mention with that. The other 2 I wanted to recommend were Kuwant. This is very good. It takes a little bit of practice to get used to, because the main reason you're going to be using it for is the stun. So you want to pop it like right before you know you're going to get either abilitied or attacked or something, so that it breaks and stuns them for 2 seconds. That way you can either get away or engage. It's a very good relic. And the 3rd that I want to recommend is the cybernetic arm. So this pairs very nicely. It's just so much knockup, because you grapple them, you knock them up, you pull them towards you, you Frigg discharge, which knocks them up again, and then you Frigg skill, which knocks them up again. So they're just perma in air. Like, it's really, really annoying. But one word of caution that I would say with the cybernetic arm is that people, especially high on the ladder, are getting very good at using Marshal, and specifically Marshal Shield. Now, if you guys didn't know, Marshal Shield actually gives you hyper body, which makes it so you cannot be knocked up. So that essentially renders this relic useless for the 10 seconds that the shield is up. So just keep that in mind. You can't use it when Marshal has her shield. So that's all I wanted to say on that. Some other relics, I've seen Confinement used a few times. Again, people are learning how to outplay this. Basically, a good player will just magnetic pulse and just walk right out of your cage. So you could run that. It is a possibility. It's viable. If you're Crow, obviously you're still going to use jetpack. God, Crows, man. But yeah, that's about it for relics. Just those 3. Any combination of those 3, magnetic pulse, Kuwant, and cybernetic arm, I would say would put you in a pretty good spot. So with that, we're going to go into the gameplay and commentary and just show you guys how to play Frigg. So here's a game that I played earlier today. I believe I'm in Battlelord here, but by the time you watch this video, I'll probably be in Grand Marshal. Anyways, right off the bat, I'm kind of cycling through my nemesis, because I'm going to try not to pause the video too much this video, but I want to be the first to proc my Marshal shield. And the reason is because the sooner you get that up, the sooner it's on cooldown, the sooner you have more health. Marshal shields win games, guys. I can't stress this enough. You need to be using this to the best of your ability all the time. Like, constantly have it on cooldown, basically, because it's free health. So I'm the first to pop it, which is good. I end up winning this trade because of it, because then I get up and I dodge most of his Marshal counterattack, basically. So we continue here, just trading Marshals. I have discharge here. I run in immediately. I hit him with the wombo combo, which is the... Oh, actually, let me go back really quick. I believe, yes, I Frigg skill and then Marshal discharge. That is the combo. It works so often. Like, I probably do this almost every game. The 2 of them have such good synergy, Marshal and Frigg. I highly suggest you guys try them out. Yes, I have discharge here. I think I go in to use it. I'm trying to close the distance. I'm trying to slow him as best as I can and just slowly sort of walk to him. It's pretty telegraphed, but I think I'm wanting to hold on to my magnetic pulse for defensive. And then I hit him with the skill and then the discharge and then skill, and then I'm out of there. And that's what Frigg is so good for, is you can run in, you discharge, knock him up, skill, knock him up, and then just dodge out because you have infinite dodges. So that's what's so good about Frigg. I do it again, and then I cancel his discharge there by breaking his shield, and that's the first kill. Now, this part right here is something I actually forgot to mention earlier about Frigg's skill. It's very important. So he gets very aggressive. I'm going to slow it down. He gets very aggressive. He's running up. Right here, he pops Confinement and Marshal discharge. And this is something that I forgot to mention. I don't know how I forgot to mention. I'll leave a note. But Frigg's ability... Watch my health. I'm going to go back really quick. Just watch my health in this. Frigg's ability actually contains an iframe that makes you completely invincible while you're casting it. I take 0 damage there. I get some damage on hit while he has his shield, and then I magnetic pulse out of his confinement. So always remember that as a last resort, or even a first resort, like if you're thinking ahead, then you can always use Frigg's skill to get out of anything. Like, it's just pure invincibility while you're casting it. So Frigg is just so good. Like, she has insane damage, insane CC, and she has a really good defensive ability as well. I'm gonna speed it up because the rest of the video he kind of stalls a little bit, and then I think he actually does get the kill on me. I misplay a little bit, and he has the 25% damage buff. But yeah, that's mainly it. I really wanted to focus on the synergy between Frigg and Marshal, and specifically emphasizing the Marshal shield, because Marshal shield in this meta is everything. It's such an aggressive playstyle with all of these comps that I mentioned in this video. The Marshal shield is just a must. So always make sure to use that and abuse that. Yeah, I die here, and then I think I just come back and then slowly poke him down. I hit him with the discharge skill again. And then infinite dodge out of his discharge. I don't think he hits me with a single Marrow discharge this entire game. Just because I'm able to get the skill down first and then just infinite dodge out. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that helped you out. If it did, let me know, because I love reading your guys' comments. But that's it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.